It was a beautiful Friday evening in Carmel-by-the-Sea, California, a charming little town known for its fine restaurants, art exhibits, boutique shops, stunning beaches, and breathtaking mountain views. The town was bustling with tourists, many visiting from nearby cities, the closest being San Jose. The air carried the aroma of fresh seafood and ocean mist, while the lively chatter of passers-by blended with the soft strumming of a street musician's guitar. Amidst the crowd, my attention was drawn to a young boy standing alongside a man and a strikingly beautiful woman. As I walked past them, I caught her gaze, and when I smiled, she returned it with a radiant one of her own. There was something warm and effortless about that moment. A few steps ahead, I instinctively turned back, only to notice that she was now alone, standing in the middle of the road, looking visibly upset. A cab had just declined her service, and frustration was evident on her face. The man and the boy were nowhere to be seen. Sensing her distress, I approached her and gently asked if she was all right. She seemed relieved by my concern and confided that the man and the boy weren't related to her. More importantly, she was struggling to find a ride. Apparently, in a small town like Carmel, the demand for cabs far exceeded the number of available drivers. "Would you like a ride?" I offered. She hesitated for a moment, then smiled and accepted. Jessica, that was her name. As I drove her to her Airbnb, we struck up a conversation. She explained that she had been out for dinner with her family, but a minor disagreement with her little sister had upset her, prompting her to leave the restaurant. There was an ease in our conversation as we exchanged details about our lives, our eating habits, our work, and our aspirations. There was something surreal about it. Two complete strangers, brought together by chance, now sharing stories like old friends. By the time we reached her Airbnb, a large SUV pulled into the driveway, the same one Jessica had described as her family's car. Before stepping out, she turned to me with gratitude in her eyes. I gave her a small piece of advice, one that seemed to resonate with her deeply. That night, before heading to bed, I called her again. We talked for a while, and by the end of the conversation, we had loosely made plans to meet again, either in Los Angeles or San Francisco. At that time, I had just started my journey on YouTube, and I shared it with Jessica. She listened intently and then, with a quiet confidence, told me, "You're going to be successful." It was a fleeting moment in time, yet one that left a lasting impression. Two strangers, crossing paths for just a short while, exchanged not just personal stories but also trust, encouragement, and a sense of understanding. Some encounters in life are beyond mere coincidence. They are reminders that even in a world full of strangers, connections can be formed in the most unexpected ways.